Good day, compliments of the season, and welcome to your favorite program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I have here with me in the studio Comrade Razak Kolade Olokoba, a public affairs analyst as well. Comrade Olokoba, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, compliments of the season.
Yes, I wish all our viewers.
Yes, all our viewers, we wish you compliments of the season as well, and
a
prosperous 2024. Yes, on this edition of the program today, we want to look at Ondo State. Sadly, in the last 24 hours, the governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, passed to the great beyond. And a new governor has been sworn into office in person of the deputy governor, His Excellency Mr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, who has been sworn into office as the governor of Ondo State. While we commiserate with the people of Ondo State, the people of Owo, the family of the Akeredolus and Nigerians at large, we pray that the Almighty will grant the departed eternal rest. And for the new administration in Ondo State, the administration of Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa, the political dynamics has changed. Now he has the big shoes of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu to step into. And as he navigates the state for the remainder of the tenure of this administration, I think the new governor has his work cut out for him. One thing you cannot take away from the former governor, the late Rotimi Akeredolu, was that he was a courageous man.
Of course.
I remember vividly how he came out, frontally with regards to security in the southwest region. If my memory serves me right, he was very instrumental, and I think he was the frontliner with regards to the creation of Amotekun.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like you have said, I'm a co-founder of Amotekun. I'm a self-establishment leaders.
I'm very much aware.
With the governors.
Yes.
He's the chairman of the governorship forum. And if not for his contribution, it will have been a very challenging initiative. But for him, Lagos State and one or two other states, it was a very good intervention that they brought, because many of the governors see their state as an island. And we told them the implication that there must be a regional collaboration. If a criminal is coming from Ogun and is going to enter Oyo, if there's no collaboration, you will not be able to apprehend him
and prevent security breaches.
Yes, and we must have the database of people who hawk and sell markets on the street all over Yoruba land, so that when we recruit them as auxiliaries, they will give us information, the movement of the kidnappers, of the criminals. The petrol attendant, petrol station must have the database. So, and we warn them that Amotekun should not be a political patronage. It's not a slot that will give a party chairman. You don't give Ajebo to do security work if you want it to succeed. And we succeeded by half because the political class, they are for what they are. They can't use it as a patronage. For Akeredolu's stance, he got the message. And he made sure he convinced other states who were not because a retired police officer was the special advisor to the governor of Oyo State. And he didn't understand.
CP.
Yes, he didn't understand what should be the role of Amotekun. A regular police is always scared of anytime you talk about an alternative thing to police. And we explain to them that we are not saying that the police can't handle the gun well, but there's a peculiarity to the state police where federal government are pursuing bigger issues. They understand that terrain better than, okay, that's the point. I said that's the point we are making. It's not a question of whether one is better than one.
Yeah.
Akeredolu
about collaboration.
Did a very wonderful work. I know he had a particular ministry that is called the Military of Integration. Yeah. Where Adebayo Ademodi, the late Ademodi, was the commissioner at that time. So it was easy for him to use that ministry as a launch pad for him to be able to do that. And the way he also came out, like I have said, on the issue of security that you can't use my state as a base for. So, by and large, even in the national politics too, he didn't pretend his loyalty to. He didn't pretend about his loyalty to Asiwaju. That no, I don't have any alternative than to go for Asiwaju. Even up to telling President Buhari that President, it is natural for me to support Asiwaju. So he lived a good life. The only concern is just the aftermath of his death. Now, Ayedatiwa should just put behind all those crises. Ayedatiwa stance was very scary to me at the beginning. It was later I knew that someone asked, this man asked a knowledge that we don't know. It is the dead now that has not brought out what was that stance that he took that time. That it was not Akeredolu's decision, all these things. So I got to know later. And that's why political class, we have to keep explaining to them that desperation must not be pushing them to the point where...
I listened to the inaugural, to the address or the statement from the new governor, where he promised to complete all ongoing projects of the administration, of which he himself admitted that he's a member, because he was, he was the number 2 man then, but now so Providence has brought him to... So he can't deny it. He can't deny it. For me, almost in the last 12 months, I can say that governance took flight in Ondo State.
Was a standstill.
Was at standstill. You look at the roads in Ondo. I think the only thing the state was existing for, while Governor Akeredolu was, incapacitated then, was that the state was paying the salaries of its workers. Whether it was paying it in full or in half or in quarter, I don't have that fact. As a journalist, I was in Ayetoro, a riverine area of Ondo State, the larger local government. And I saw a community that is decades old, how that community has been almost wiped out. And I'm like, is there no government in Ondo State to bring this issue to the front burner for not even national discourse alone, but international discussion? Because this is a community that has other communities surrounding it, and the Atlantic Ocean, the ocean surge, has destroyed almost 70% of the land there and houses, that the people there have become refugees in other places. So I just hope that now that a new henchman has taken over the saddle, that these and many other pressing needs of the people of Ondo State will take the front seat.
Of course, because the element that has confronted Akeredolu has actually affected his performance in this second time. Because in the first time, he had a challenge with the workers, the students, but later he overcame it. I know I'm a regular visitor to Ondo. I have quite a number of business going on regarding construction. I've been to Okitipupa to do some work and Akure. So those terrains require attention, like we have said. This second tenure, he will have been able to do something, if not for his will. And that's why we are saying that Ayedatiwa has a lot on his table. He should not be distracted. All the things he has gone through in the last 1 year in the hands of, he needs to put it behind him. The fate of 7 million people, of Ondo people, should be paramount to him. Just like in Rivers. You can't keep having Odili will go, Amechi will fight Odili, Amechi will go, Wiki will fight Amechi. Now it is Fubara. It shows that there's lack of political maturity in Rivers State. And that should not happen in Ondo State. We want, this is the Southwest, it should be mature about it.
I think more importantly, Governor Ayedatiwa should be concerned about, even if this will be the only term he will spend in office.
Yes.
Should be more concerned about writing his name in gold.
In gold, yes.
So that people will say, oh, there came a man. He spent X, Y number of days.
Because if he kept pursuing that political crisis,
yes,
the people who wouldn't want, he will say, the people told you,
yes,
this is who he is.
This is who he is. So he has to be careful. He has to be focused on governance.
Yes.
And put whatever political squabbles that maybe happened while his
This is his first time as a deputy governor.
As a governor. This is his first time.
And he's coming in as a governor to complete the time of. So he has the opportunity. I'm not canvassing him to come back. But even enough to become governor again, you still have something ahead of him that.
Of course. That people can point to.
Can recognize him for the.
They can reference him.
Let's give him higher responsibility.
Yes, absolutely.
So all the camps should be brought together.
Yes.
All the camps, the Akeredolu camp, his own camp, the camps, they were neutral about the issue because there are some camps who were neutral about the issue that both Akeredolu and Aiyedatiwa, we don't want to be part of this crisis.
Yes.
You should bring everybody on board.
Yes, it should be a time of reconciliation.
Yes, like you have said, all the roles that are banned, the salary, the welfare, all those things that has been suspended because of the sickness of Akeredolu, you need to bring them back on board. Absolutely. In fact, the people themselves should be said, where were you all these days? We didn't know you can do all these good things. So that even the people who were fighting you before should be coming to apologize.
Yes.
That we misunderstood you.
Yes, absolutely.
We didn't know you were this good at governance.
Yes.
So that's the thing that I think
we just hope that
should be looking at.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa would live up to his name because, like somebody said to me, that what is in the name? His name is Lucky, and see how Mother Luck has brought him from a deputy governor to governor. Orimi son means that my head has weathered storm.
Yes, yes.
Is Ori eti son báyìí, like we say in Yoruba. His head has weathered.
Maybe we should be careful of making people who be as lucky to be your deputy.
Because you recall good luck. From deputy governor, he became the deputy vice president. So yes, so I think God's will.
God's will. It's the will of God.
It's the will of God. So Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, your work is cut out for you. You have the destiny of the people of Ondo State in your hands. How you play it now will determine where your name will be written in the annals of
history. To determine your future.
So your future, like we say, I tell you when he has his, So it is now for him, if he is wise enough, he will put those squabbles behind him and focus on governance.
He should learn from Tinubu. The way Tinubu was traumatized before he became the president. That's enough thing to face for 4 years. Anybody. If you want to suspend governor and be petty, it's enough for him to be doing for the next 4 years, but he has to put it behind him. There are people crisis here and there. You want to be talking about someone who didn't want to be the president. So you should learn from him.
Absolutely. Well, we can't say better than this. We wish Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa the best of luck. We wish him that God will grant him the knowledge, the wisdom, and the strength to navigate the political terrain of Ondo State and deliver on the democratic dividends to the people. This is what we want to call it. We'll go on a short break. Shortly. We'll be right back. Please continue to watch the conversation coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be right back.